Oh, even worse. Boy, the accusations.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
So how's the
so
rail
anyway,
trail going, speaking of trails?
Well,
Looks pretty
it's
big.
coming along,
At least.
yes.
It's not open.
But people are
not
using it.
supposed to be
It's-
using
Are there
it.
signs that say that?
We've posted a lot on social media.
Yeah, well,
That
that
doesn't count.
doesn't get you anything.
If there
We're
are,
not gonna pay for signs to say that stuff.
No, but
You could put a
this,
police tape on it or
it's
something.
not,
sure, caution.
no one's in danger, you know, especially if you're walking on the weekends. It's like nothing there, you know, it isn't gonna do any
You're walking on
harm.
the same trail you would have walked on before, right?
Yeah, right. But it's all paved now.
Right.
It's not gonna be any different once they open it.
I guess they're putting,
They're putting guardrails in, they haven't, I don't think the final grading.
but there weren't
on
any
the side is
before,
done.
so
Yeah.
it's not like there's a danger.
Yeah.
Well, it's more liability of you being on an active construction site.
Yeah, right.
Well, then put up some police tape or something.
Yeah.
That's cheap.
Well, I don't know if Annie's in charge of that.
Contractor, that's not really my.
Well, okay, recommend it to them if it's,
Yeah.
are they concerned?
Well, no, but I'm just saying, I mean, this is a public meeting, and the public should know that it's not open, and that they should not be on an active construction site.
Okay, but if you have to go to social media to find that and you're used to just like walking around Groveland,
Right, not everybody's on Facebook.
that's,
No, I mean, we posted it on our town website, I mean, we can't go up to every single person and say that it's not open.
No.
No,
We
that's
do
why
our
you put
best.
some police tape up or something.
Well, it would be nice to just put one sign at each end of it or something.
Well, there's like 4 ends.
Well,
So-
let's so 4 signs, you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
how much money is that?
Right, if they're just
If there is,
laminated.
if there is a true concern about it, I don't know that,
No, I'm just saying that
yeah,
it's not open.
no, I know, but
She
obviously,
seems pretty adamant about that.
obviously, people don't understand that, let's put it that way.
Right, it's
They
not
don't
like if you're
understand.
walking on Main Street and you say, oh, I think I'll check social media to see if the trail's ready yet.
It just needs one final layer of blacktop, is my understanding, is that right?
Well, and the guardrails.
They haven't seeded, we have signs going up, trash cans going in.
Nice, trash cans. I can't wait. So where can we get to?
You
How
take
far
dirt
can-
bikes on there, right?
How far can we go?
All the way to Georgetown.
Yeah, which
Through
connects-
Georgetown, right?
Which
No,
connects
not
to
yet.
Austin Trail Network or something, and the state has just allocated money to connect us to April as well.
Yes.
They're way ahead of Havel and Georgetown.
Ha. Losers.
They both started before us.
All right.
Okay, open discussion. So I just wanted to mention that I did put in a couple of requests for end of the year transfers, and one of them was that since normally no one wants to take their stipend, is willing to donate it back to the town or back to the commission if possible. So I put that request in, and that was approved by the finance board tonight. And the other one was the transferring some of the money that was taken from VZ Park revolving fund to pay for Annie's work at VZ, which hasn't happened since way back in October. So that was approved. So I think both of those have a high likelihood of being approved by the selectmen, but until that vote, we won't know for sure. I think at the next meeting, they'll be taking that up. So that's a good thing. And anyone else have any other discussion items?
We had been talking about, I guess I just want to revisit how we want to serve as a resource for invasive species management for, citizens of Berlin. How do you want to, so we had talked about looking at the Concord website, and
Yeah.
they do have some information that they have posted, and there are other websites that have pretty like informative things that you can find. So I was wondering if we should put some things together for, because I guess Beth Cuniff is talking about revamping the town website, and maybe we can
Oh,
take
nice.
advantage of that.
It's Rebecca's project.
Is it Rebecca's?
Yeah.
Because I think Beth talked about it at town meeting
Yeah.
briefly, right?
Come
So-
July 1, she showed it to me, it's like completely different.
Good.
And we will get control back, we won't have to request to make changes to it, we can get it done ourselves.
So then we could post information
Yes.
on the website.
Yeah, we
with-
could do a whole page on invasives with links to
20
different
documents.
documents,
Okay.
you know, any pictures we want to put on there. So here's some stuff that's going on with invasives, you know, we've got 38 Benjamin Street, we're trying to deal with that. We've got our we've instituted our first 2 permits for larger projects with invasives management plan requests, and that seems to be going well. We'll have some example invasive management plans to give to other developers, say. And this week, Vanessa told me in BC Park that her son is doing a project to put together a little brochure kind of about
First class.
the
Yeah, I have a picture of
invasives
it.
at BC Park.
Yeah.
So that's good. So, you know, I think the biggest thing that we can offer is local, you know, what's our problem in Groveland?
Okay.
And then what are some suggestions and ways we can, you as a homeowner or whatever, can deal with
Okay.
it? And, you know, making clear, like, good pictures, like, this is Japanese knotweed, this is what it looks like. This is, and then have a picture of, like, over there on the corner of King Street. This is what happens when you let it go,
Yes.
or up there on Benjamin Street.
And then we can take that information and put links on various social media places like the town Facebook page.
Yeah.
We can record all of that and actually have like an instructional video.
Yeah.
We were talking about that as a department. We're
Oh,
actually
really?
a department, yes.
Hey, that's really
Multiple-
cool.
We were talking about multiple things, so having that type of information and access basically to the public and put it up to the channel as well.
Yeah.
So people can know to identify
Yeah.
the issue before it becomes a bigger problem.
Yeah. Okay, video.
Cool.
Yeah,
Thank you for that.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, great.
All right, so next meeting, July
July
13th.
13th, yes.
Move to adjourn.
Hopefully, 2 things, you know, we'll try to, let us know if you're gonna be away, let Annie know if you're gonna be away that night, so that we kind of can get a better idea on the core, because now we're down to 6 people. And, hopefully we'll get a replacement for John in there.
I'll talk to Jeff.
Yeah, talk to Jeff.
I don't know, I mean, he's pretty involved in his kids' sports and
Yeah.
stuff, but he might, that may be, you know, he's.
He was on it before, this person?
Yeah. Owen is going to Whittier next year,
Wow.
so it's gonna be, jeez.
Amazing.
Yeah. So
I'll also-
maybe less involved.
I will also send an email to
Carl.
Carl and see if
Yeah, that'd be fun. He brought a certain spirit. Move to adjourn, I think.
is there a second on that?
Second.
Okay, we gotta take a roll call vote. Stephanie,
Aye.
Mike, yes. Terry,
Aye.
Fred,
Fred. Boy, that is delayed.
thanks,
All right.
Fred.
Hi, Fred.
So you guys can fight over the rhubarb, and we'll see y'all later. Shut that thing off, please. See you guys.
Bye.
And
Move to open the meeting.
Second.
at 7:10 PM.
Oh, is that clock right by any chance?
I don't know.
Yep.
It's close, 7:09.
Better make it work.
All right.
So we're gonna vote on that or
Oh, all in favor?
No, roll call, roll call, roll call.
Even
Oh.
if we can hear Fred?
It doesn't matter, he's virtual.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you. Stephanie, yeah,
Aye.
I would forget it a few times.
It's-
not? Yes, you will.
Mike, yes.
Terry, yes.
Fred?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
That's why he's here.
All right, so.
Keep this quick.
Let's see. So, let's take a look at, I don't know if you've got a copy of the agenda, Fred, but we'll move through some of the stuff. We only have 2 hearings, but the rest of it is mostly discussion with a few votes. So the first thing is an informal discussion regarding a potential garage at 6 Merrimack River Road.
Yes.
You want to tell us about that, Amy?
Yes. So this has been in front of you before, pre-COVID. Greg Wick, the applicant, or well, not applicant because it's not applied for anything, the homeowner we saw last month for tree cutting work, had spoken to the commission about potentially putting a shed on his property, or not a shed, a garage, I'm sorry, on his property. And so this is kind of just an informal conversation about what it's looking like, where he's proposing to put it. So you have, is it okay?
Yeah, seems
Okay.
to be.
And so you have the plan, the proposed plan in front of you. The wetlands were delineated not too long ago. And yeah, so just an informal conversation before he gets, architects, engineers, and everything like that, involved. And again, Fred is here if you have any questions, or if Fred, you want to ask the commission any questions.
Sure. I figured I'd, rather than request the permit now, wait a month, get all my ducks in a row, and ask you, the committee, what you need from me to present you in order to get that permit. I started this in 2019, and then COVID sort of stopped. And at that meeting, in front of the committee, they were okay with the idea of putting up a garage. I have an existing shed there now. It's a 20 by 14 shed, which I'd like to take down and put that proposed garage on that same footprint. And at the last meeting, they said, I should probably get a wetlands scientist involved. There's no wetlands on my property, because then you can see the neighboring property has a wetlands. So I had Adam Donahoe survey the property again last year. I had Mike DeRosa from DeRosa Environmental come out and do delineation of the wetland boundary. And based on that, they thought it looks like I should be okay to put a garage there. But I wanted to talk to you guys and see what you would like me to do, what my next steps would be before I start talking to my builder, architect, engineer. I know this, you're going to want some erosion control, I'm sure, at some point. I don't know the file I'm going to lie. But I just wanted to make sure I don't know my express my T's. The information before I apply for the permit. So I know you have questions, but I probably won't know the answers to now. It's in that corner of the property. And the size is up in the air. I'm just going to try to, it's going to be bigger than what's there now, but I don't want it to be over 2 big obviously. So 24 by 26, there's 20. Whatever will fit, whatever the architect's team will fit in the property without going over any boundary lines that will affect any conservation issues.
How close is it going to be to the edge of the wetland?
Well, the whole thing's within the no-build zone, so
Yeah.
that might be a problem.
Yeah,
It's less than 75.
yeah.
Yeah, the whole thing, the corner is just at 75, and then all the rest of the existing footprint is within that. So my guess is it's close to 50,
Yeah, okay.
maybe even closer.
Right, so this line is 75.
Yep.
So it's probably right at the 50, because the 25 is.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I did measure it out, with a ruler, and it is about, because the wetlands dip away at that point, so it's almost exactly the closest corner of the existing
It's
shed.
greater than 50, but less than 75. Yeah, okay. All right.
Hey, can somebody move the mic a little closer? I can't hear the other end of the table.
We'll do our best to speak loudly. I don't know if I can get it close.
Remove a table.
Really haven't moved it.
I think this is good.
Well, whatever we want to do with the boss.
I wonder if we should do a site visit for this.
I like the for me.
So, this
Now I
is,
know what the guy in the R2D2 costume felt like.
so
Around so I can see.
this is a pre-existing shed, right?
Correct, yeah.
Was it permitted?
That was there when we bought the property, we've been there 9 years.
Okay, so you don't know if it was permitted or
I
not?
don't know how much shut that down, if it was built when the house was originally built, I just wonder if it was built after. It's on the existing plan that,
Yeah,
Well, Andy can probably dig up.
yeah, so we might want to look before before we actually, before we have the hearing to see if it was permitted. Because if it was permitted, I'm more likely to say, we're replacing something
Sort of
that we
grandfathered.
already permitted.
Yeah. Greg, what are the original plans that you have? I can probably,
yes, I don't think.
oh.
It's pretty old.
Yeah, this was permitted.
You
The
think?
shed was through with this, because this is from the original subdivision plan.
Well, that doesn't mean there's a
Yeah,
shed
that
on it,
doesn't
right?
mean that,
But this, I know that Merrimack River Road went through the Conservation
But
Commission
that
and was
doesn't
permitted.
mean that a shed was permitted.
I would have to dig into that.
You don't need to.
You don't
Yeah,
need to.
Here's the good news, right?
We do.
The bad news is, it might not be in your favor.
Right, let's just hope that they didn't.
But then the other good news is, we won't blame you for it.
Yeah, right.
But the bad news is, I feel like there's a movie here.
Annie, I think you just gotta look in the files for Merrimack River.
No, I got it, I know. I'm just looking to see what this is.
Okay.
Does it show a shed?
Yeah, no, I'm also looking for, this is a septic plan.
I don't see a shed.
Yeah, I can look into it.
Okay. So that's the first step, is see if it was permitted.
Yeah, because that'll give us a little more
Right.
leeway in what we can say. So, really, I guess the question is would we consider this, even though it's in the no-build zone, if it wasn't previously permitted?
I'd be interested to know why, if it was previously permitted, I'd be interested to know why.
Yeah, what was the basis?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and probably that was like the only place it could be put. How far, does this show your entire property, or did stuff go shooting off to the back there? Oh, okay, all right. So the shed could have gone, what's over here, what's the green?
That's the
That's the river. Okay, so then we start running into river
Right.
issues.
Right.
Yeah. Groveland did not fare well with glaciers. Yeah, you're kind of stuck, you know.
Yeah, that is.
You don't want to stick it out on the
No,
road
yeah,
there.
that's- yeah.
It's just,
I'm gonna look.
I'm bad with personal appearance, but I wouldn't do that. Yeah. Yeah, you kind of kind of limited is what you can do. All right, so, thanks.
Yeah.
Stephanie, you mentioned wanting to schedule a site visit.
Yeah, what do you think about a site visit?
Sure.
Wouldn't
Weather's
hurt.
nice. The homeowner seems relatively friendly.
Come on over. I'll fire the grill.
No, we can't
No.
do that.
Let the record show that the commission took it as a joke.
So why don't we schedule that?
It's supposed to be pretty nice after tomorrow, I think. Weather's supposed to be good for, I guess Monday may be rain, but
I happen to be off on Friday. I'm working Saturday, Sunday. I'm off on Monday. If you wanted to do that, so.
all right, we got time. We can do it next
Next week.
weekend.
Next Saturday, the 18th.
Sounds good.
Yeah, what time?
9?
9 sounds good.
Are we likely
Saturday,
to
June 18th.
piggyback anything else on this?
Maybe, I don't know what else we gotta look at. But we could.
Okay.
Fred, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, June 18th at 9 a.m., we're gonna do a site visit.
Is that
Are you
what?
there?
Okay.
Okay,
Annie will send us out the information about it, just as a reminder. I think that probably makes sense. So that plus,
I'll be able to dig.
yeah,
by then as
if we
well.
can
That
find
gives you a little bit of
anything,
time.
you know, but he would have to file just a GNOI, right?
I would think so.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
For something that might be inside of 50?
No, it's outside.
If he's talking about bigger, well, I guess you could.
Well-
no, that's paved.
And I can try to push it.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
slide it. You can slide
Don't put
it.
it any closer
Yeah.
than 50, because then you're gonna have to file.
You can't put it any closer than 50 because you have to go to the CDA anyway.
Oh, okay,
Which
all right.
you can do, but I wouldn't
No.
suggest it.
Yeah, well, it's a lot more complicated
Way more
to say,
complicated.
listen,
And I can spin it, I think. I can, wherever. I'll stay as far away as.
yeah, okay. All right,
So if the site visit goes well, and if you do find it's permitted, what would be my next step prior to the next meeting?
then file a GNOI with us, and then we'll schedule it for as soon as we can.
Okay. What's the percentage sheet?
It's just the Groveland notice,
Okay.
as opposed to the state notice.
There's money involved.
There's always money.
Well, no, there's more money involved.
Yeah, the state has.
There's notification of the butters and stuff. You don't want to be within 50 feet.
Okay, yeah. Absolutely. Okay, that's great.
There's really almost no advantage.
Yeah. All right,
Good.
Great.
thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
All right, next we've got the approval of minutes from April to May. Annie sent these out.
I didn't read them.
I read them.
Any problems with them?
I don't think so. The one, we just had a lot of discussion on that one
It's a typo. Does that count?
for event.
Well, that would be the first one I found.
Yeah. That's the only one I found.
Oh, okay.
Which one?
Event on the. April
It sounds like Grimm moves to sponsor the Earth Day, even in Groveland.
Groveland.
Which is not the,
Okay, minor correction.
not the intent.
No, definitely wasn't.
Just,
A dime spell checker.
I guess there was just a lot of discussion about the 6 Merrimack River Road thing, but I guess that's adequate. It doesn't have to be more dense, right?
The
Trees.
yes, this is,
Yeah.
it's also all on YouTube. I mean,
Okay, perfect,
if
yeah. That's good.
I'm just trying to realize that I can't.
You can't write everything down.
Yeah, it would just be.
It would be a book.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to hit the important parts, but knowing that it's been recorded on TV and
Perfect.
on
Okay, good,
YouTube.
good,
So
yeah.
if someone needs
Yeah, that's
everything,
fine.
it's there, you should see.
Nope, this is perfect, I like it.
All right, so you want to make a motion, Steph?
I motion to accept the minutes with the
For
typo
April?
correction for April 13th, 2022 and May 11th, 2022.
Whoa, hold on.
I'll second it.
All right. Sorry.
Any further discussion on the minutes? Hearing none, then we'll vote. Stephanie,
Aye.
Mike, yes. Terry,
Aye.
Fred,
Aye.
thank you. Unanimous.
Boy, it's faster before.
Yep. So, I'll sign the,
I'll get the,
yeah, just give them to me to sign when they're ready to go. Okay, next is 38 Benjamin Street Extension, the invasive knotweed problem. So, Annie, tell us about this one.
yes, I did let the builders know that this meeting was happening, and we'll be discussing it. They didn't respond to my email, but there are some, so the knotweed is not only an issue obviously for conservation, but planning is very concerned about it as well. So the planning board will be holding their, building permit for this. And the planning board will be sending them a formal letter to come in because they also have another issue going on at another property that they're working on.
Another knotweed issue or?
No, it's
Okay,
a.
all right, that's all I need.
Yeah, so, yeah, they will be, I do know that they will be looking for a building permit soon, and so I would like the commission to weigh in on whether or not, I would just like the commission's opinion.
Well, here's the issue, is that the knotweeds are not going away, and I sent them the UMass sheet on
UMass
that.
Amherst, and I just sent something to Terry too from Pennsylvania State with similar
Yeah,
cut it and spray it.
right. So if they followed that, I wouldn't expect the knotweed to go away for maybe 3 years.
Yeah.
The only other alternative is to use, an herbicide on it, and we don't like that idea.
Well, that's the thing, it's cutting and then spraying with glyphosate in fall.
Yeah, but I mean, also they do say that if you cut it aggressively, cover it, there is a way to get rid of it without the herbicide, but it's not easy. So I think what I would like to do is have a professional weigh in on how to deal with this.
I did find a list of companies that might be useful that who could maybe consult.
Okay, well, so why don't we write a letter to the DeHulus telling them that we want them to have it evaluated professionally and to get back to us within a month of that happening. We'll send them a list of the
Yes.
professionals. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Okay, the next item is VZ Park, Washington Street parking. This is regarding, if you recall, I told you about some of the options about fencing, the boulders or whatever. So I did speak with Rennie about it. He's kind of thinking on it, but I'm thinking more that we should put a fence up. And obviously, we have to put in some kind of grant request to CPA or some other organization to get the funds to do it. So, I haven't ruled out boulders, but I'm just kind of gonna see what Rennie finally thinks. Because I know that in my experience with boulders, even though they are very effective and I don't have any problem with them, they're all natural. Over on Center Street, some people didn't like the look, but they're working.
On Lower Center,
On Lower Center, yeah.
they didn't like the look.
Yeah, but after a while, they got used to it.
Huh.
So you think like a split rail fence kind of idea, is that what you think?
Yeah, some kind of fence, yeah, split rail or, something that allows people to get through, but just doesn't allow cars to get through.
Right.
But boulders do that.
Yeah, I know, but
So I'm a big
Boulders
fan of
are cheap and
boulders.
free.
Well, and low maintenance. I mean, I've
Yeah.
got a split rail fence.
right, I know.
I just had to replace, maybe
They
10
last.
years.
Yeah.
Maybe longer.
Right,
depends
if you're
on-
lucky.
Yeah.
So anyway, I just want to, keep this on our agenda for next time and see what Rennie finally thinks about it. I've got to have another discussion with him about it and see his thoughts, because I just, threw it out to him and he really wanted to think about it a bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boulders just don't get damaged.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody sits on them and breaks them.
No,
Nobody hits them with their
That's
car
right, having a picnic table.
and breaks them.
And get replaced.
Yeah, it's, there's a lot to be said for boulders.
Yes,
And there's so many
I know.
available
It's
that
not
you
like
could have
we
a
have-
nice, look if you were picky. You
Right.
could go through and
Right, pick the ones.
you could pick out the winners. Anyway, I'd be happy to help with that.
All right, so
Fence building, no.
we'll put this on the agenda for next time. All right, so I'll make a motion to enter the hearing portion of the meeting
Second.
at 7:32 PM. Second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll take a vote. Stephanie,
Aye.
Mike, yes. Terry,
Aye.
Fred?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. All right, so our first hearing is for 86 Washington Street. This is a Groveland RDA to allow some tree cutting within the buffer zone, right?
Yes, could I ask that we do 55 Main Street first, just so
Oh.
that Garrett
Oh,
doesn't have
sure,
to stick
sure,
around
sure.
to hear about trees that he doesn't care about?
Yes.
I'm sure he
I
cares
care
about
about
those
trees.
trees.
Especially when they're in the buffer zone.
Don't speak for him.
Sorry.
But I appreciate that.
Okay, so first we're going to do a GRDA/RDA for a replacement dock at 55 Main Street.
A replacement deck.
Deck, sorry.
That would be
Deck.
a very different plan.
Yes, replacement deck.
Yes, so, we saw 55 Main Street last month for siding work that needed to be done ASAP, that was rotting out. So same property, same distances, but this time they were just replacing, the back deck of the property. If you look at the renderings that I provided to you, they're after the, RDA form. It shows, I could have printed out a color, sorry. Oh, there you go. But
The color
you
helps.
will see, the color helps a lot because you can see what the before footprint is, and then the after.
Wait, they're making it smaller?
Color.
Yes.
62 square feet.
Can't have that.
That's the proposed deck, smaller. And
And there's a bunch of erosion control in already and stuff, or
The
what?
commission didn't require erosion control
Okay.
for the siding. There was no equipment.
There was
done.
storage of
Yeah.
Correct. In
Yeah.
the front,
materials
it's rubber.
in the front side.
Yeah, so we did that separately to get started there first, yeah. For the
Because it
deck.
really pretty much only makes sense, and it's not hard, and
Exactly. So the same thing, the deck's failing.
Yep.
If you look at,
you're gonna make it
the
smaller.
We're gonna make it
next,
smaller, redesign it. It's
yeah, there you go.
Really grandiose, it doesn't make sense for the house, it's
Yeah.
huge, it's ugly. The smaller one makes more sense, it currently connects
kind of the formal and public spaces to the private, meaning like their kitchen and living room can walk out.
Right.
You can walk around it, you can go right up to their bedroom window, and a door can off their bedroom. So we've separated the two, so they have a small kind of balcony off their bedroom that doesn't connect to the deck.
Nice.
So it's a little kind of, and just shrinks the space. They'll get more use out of it. There's more areas to kind of congregate, not just spread out.
Don't sell me. Is there any discussion?
It's outside of the buffer zone.
It's in the riverfront area.
Yeah, so it's only a River Protection Act issue.
Yep.
And which different rules. How can it be allowed under the River Protection Act?
It's outside, it's not the, it's actually just the stream, it's within 200 feet.
Yep.
The river itself is about 250.
Yeah, this,
It's that stream to the south. It is the only one.
yep. I have my files and I was kind of going to tell you the riverfront allowances, but
Well, I'm trying to recall, you know, there's the issue about tree cutting, you know, there's that, there's about, you remember the guy that we allowed, he was only riverfront on Salem Street who cut down all those trees. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
So that was only the case, it was all outside of the 100-foot buffer, but within 200 feet. And it had something to do with, like a backyard thing or something.
oh, maintenance of existing, yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, let me, I have all the words, but they're not in the right order. It's maintenance of existing landscape.
Yeah.
Or something along those lines, maintenance of existing features or landscape.
Yeah, it's something like
It's
that.
basically like grandfather.
Well, no, because if you're, like in this case, in that case with the trees, he cut down all the trees in the yard because that was his backyard and he was concerned about the trees not being able to use his backyard because of the trees or something like that.
That one that we went to.
I'm talking about this one being a grandfather
Oh, well,
situation.
Well, kind of, because it's already a pre-existing deck,
Yeah,
right?
And it is getting smaller.
It's getting smaller.
yeah. And safer, like maybe
Oh, yeah. it's all-
nobody will
it's
fall
wide,
through it.
it's long, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. We'll build it.
Any other items, any other things about it?
Part of the see, it's a lot of love and care.
All right, any other further discussion? We'll entertain a motion if somebody wants to.
Well, the stream.
So it's just the stream.
Yep.
We took it as a waterway from the river, so we treated it as a 200 feet anyways. Yeah, just to say.
Appreciate that. Well, Mike, why don't you have at it? He's not.
All right, so I'll make a motion to allow for the replacement of the deck at 55 Main Street within the River Protection Act
if it wasn't for the other stuff, it doesn't sound.
Yeah, and no, I mean, it's far enough.
Same constraints with the building materials and the removal of the demo stuff.
So are there gonna be big trucks back there that we have to worry about, or?
No, we're not gonna do machinery. The only land construction would be for digging new sonotubes for construction, and we usually,
So like a hand auger or something?
yeah, we usually don't do that with a machine. We sometimes do. I haven't planned that yet. We would do a machine if you allow it, but we won't. We don't want machine.
But you can go in with like a power auger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
By hand.
Yeah, a hand machine, not like a bobcat or a mini excavator.
I mean, I think that would be preferred with that street pretty close, right? 100 feet away.
Would that change if we did do erosion controls?
What do you think?
What's the good topography on that?
So that's 160, 150 feet away at the closest point.
I mean, would you want a truck going in there next to the street?
Well, there'd be next to the street.
No, not really.
Yeah.
They're doing work, all the work is outside of the buffer,
Yeah.
which,
We could even have them access it from the far side.
right, if possible. The Rivers Act doesn't really address things like that, you know.
I mean, last time we even had them store all their equipment on the other side of the house.
Yeah, and we'll do that again.
Okay.
See, I wrote same constraints as
Okay.
siding that was allowed.
What are you proposing for an alternative for augering out for the sonotubes?
So it'd be two things. So either way, we'll definitely do material and dumpsters in the front of the house.
Right.
It's mainly, in my mind, for the demo. It's, if you see that picture, it's a huge deck. We would usually take that down with a mini excavator. We would have our excavating contractor take it down for us. Otherwise, it would take 4 of our guys like 2 weeks to take that down.
Yeah.
So that's just at the hardship of a client, just, we can't
Okay.
charge them so many man hours.
Right,
We'll take it
right,
down in a day with the machine.
right.
And then the second with the digging, usually we would do it with a machine. If there's more than like 4 holes that are in. If there's 4 or less, we just dig it either by hand or with an auger, either a motorized auger or we just dig it with a shovel if there's 4 or 5. On this one, I think there's like 8 new sonotubes that we need to dig. Because we're making it smaller, we can't use the existing ones. And we want to get rid of the existing ones. So
Oh,
plug
so you
out
gotta
an existing
yank
sonotube
those.
with
Yeah.
water with that machine.
Yeah.
So, you're talking about using a small Bobcat.
A small bobcat or a mini excavator, they're about the same size. Smaller than a truck.
Do we want to take a look at this, just to decide if we want now?
I don't think so. And we got a pretty good idea of what the situation is. I personally don't have any problem with a small piece of equipment. Because it's, you know, it's outside of the 100 foot.
Okay. Why don't we say that they need to stay more than 100 feet from the stream?
Yeah.
I mean, I think you can do that because it's 115 at the furthest.
Okay, yeah.
So-
That's great.
It takes up about 5 feet of space.
Yeah.
It fit.
No, they're cute little machines.
Yeah. It's just-
So yeah, just
Yeah.
no machinery within 100 feet of the resource area.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And would you like erosion controls on that side towards the stream at 100 feet?
What's the drop off? I haven't been to the back. I've never.
It slowly pitches down to the river. It doesn't pitch towards the stream. The topography is not that wild. Surprisingly, except right to deck. There's a big berm.
Yeah.
built up right
Yeah.
on the deck.
Why don't you
Well,
do a
it's-
silk fence, just a silk fence?
Like 50 feet
Put a silk fence.
at 100
At
feet. That
100
would be
feet.
the limit of
For, you know,
50 feet.
50 feet of silk fence.
Yeah. If it's flat,
Yeah, no,
It's-
that's
it's-
fine with me.
If it's flat, it's more of a marker than an actual
Yes,
erosion
right,
control.
exactly.
So I think, 50 feet gets the idea across.
It's silt fence only. no
Yeah,
walls.
right,
Okay.
right. And Andy,
It's
have
grass,
enough
right?
to document that.
It's
in-
grass there, right?
It is, yep,
Yeah.
grass.
So unless there's a hurricane or something.
Yeah, it won't.
Which could happen.
Well, it could. Tropical storm Alex.
At the 100-foot zone, at the 100-foot boundary.
Yeah.
Well, 50 feet of fence at the 100-foot boundary, right?
I thought
Yes.
we're doing 50 feet worth of fence at the 100-foot.
Yes.
We are saying the same thing.
I wasn't.
Oh. Well,
That's why I clarified.
hopefully we would have caught that in the minutes next month.
In the permit.
Do you want to see the erosion control before we start?
Well, yeah, you'll have a pre-construction meeting. So this is a letter-only permit, right?
Well, it's an RT. There's gonna be a full determination of applicability with the state.
For the state.
Yeah,
But
and
that
then a
doesn't
letter as
require
well.
any statements on it, it's just yay or nay.
You can add statements to that.
Okay. Yeah, put them on there. And a letter from it under the bylaw.
Yeah.
All right. Ready to vote? Any other further discussion on this? Stephanie,
Aye.
Mike, yes. Terry,
Aye.
Fred? Okay, unanimous.
Thank you all for your time today.
Sure, thank you.
Do you have an idea, or Andy, do you have an idea of timing that we can send something to the building inspector?
I mean, you could send something to the building inspector now. There's no, I can get this out pretty quick. And because all he needs is to know that they
Talk
voted.
to us.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're not gonna wait for.
No, because they
signatures.
voted
Okay,
and it's allowed, so.
great. Thank you.
Okay. Next is the Whirlwind RDA for the tree cutting at 86 Washington Street. I believe that there's like 5 trees that he wants to take down.
So he only wants to take down 4 trees.
4 trees.
And I went out, I tried to get the, it's not a great aerial picture, and it's old. But, so he wants to take down 4 trees, 2 are outside of the buffer zone. There are 2 within the buffer zone that you can see are about 70 feet from the pond. They're pretty small, no more than like 12-inch diameter. They are sick.
Are these the ash trees, or which were they?
No, they were maples.
Maples.
No, or,
And they're sick?
oops, mixing that up. They were sick though, I saw green thicket and bark crumbles. And they're leaning towards his barn that he has in the back there. So, yes, they're pretty small.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy, they're gonna take them out with a crane. That will be parked on a driveway, which you can see. I sent you the specs for Northern Tree
Oh, yeah, I did look at
that they
that.
had requested, or that they had put together. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward. We didn't have any concerns. They're on lawn, it's not like they're holding anything back at all.
Yeah, and the one's outside of the buffer.
Well, yeah, so,
It's not a river protection, even though that arguably is more of a stream or a brook than a pond.
yeah,
But
it's kind of funny, that area. But
Well, if there's diseased
it's-
trees,
you know,
And they're,
this
yeah.
doesn't
come down.
this doesn't
one
sound
way or another.
this doesn't sound like we need to spend a lot of time discussing
I don't think so.
just how we want them to do it, if there's any.
Yeah, Northern Tree,
And they
they're very
proposed-
reputable.
Right.
Oh, in the proposal it says, must talk with conservation.
Okay.
So.
So good.
They were like, talk to my Dempsey.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
Excellent.
So you want to make a motion?
Move that we accept this proposal for tree removal on 86 Washington Street.
Second?
Any further discussion? Okay, ready to vote then. Stephanie?
Aye.
Mike, yes. Terry?
Aye.
Fred?
Aye.
Thank you. Unanimous. I'll make a motion to close the hearing portion of the meeting at 7:50 PM.
Second.
Second.
Beat you, buddy.
Okay, Stephanie,
Aye.
Sorry, I'm running late.
Mike, yes. Terry,
Aye.
Fred.
Aye.
Okay, thank
No
you.
delay there.
I'm trying to time it.
All right, so go back to, the next thing on the agenda is our annual appointments. And so I can read the motions off, but I'll just quickly tell you what they are. There's 6 of them. So the first one is about appointing a chair. The second one is about appointing a vice chair. The third is for authorizing the chair to sign for the commission. The fourth one is to appoint our conservation agent. The fifth one is to appoint agents for VZ Park management. And the sixth one is to appoint a representative to the Community Preservation Committee. All of these run annually, so it'll be from July 1 to June 30th, 2023, July 1 of this year. So,
And there's no commissioners that are up for reappointment?
oh, well, that's a different.
Or is that a
issue.
different issue? Okay, never
Yeah,
mind.
yeah, that. we
Oh,
don't-
okay,
you know,
this is
those-
not annual. Okay,
Yeah,
it's
right.
annual.
These are only
Got it.
appointments that we can make.
Got it.
I'm fairly certain no one's up for appointment this year though.
That's unusual, because they're 3-year
No,
terms.
no, there is.
Oh.
John was up and, he resigned a little bit ahead of time, so we do need to, replace him.
Yeah.
But.
Typically, there's two,
Yeah.
well, they're 3-year terms and they're staggered. And so 7 divided by 3 is at least 2 per
Yeah.
year. So if somebody
I'm
else
not
is up.
this year, am I?
I think.
Time goes really quickly when you're having fun.
No, I don't think so, Stephanie.
It says on the,
It might be John and Fred.
I think it's me.
oh man,
I'm up.
Do you want to re-up?
Yeah, it is Fred.
okay, I'm past it.
I'm game.
Okay, good. We're not taking any more from that, okay? So let's move on.
Sorry, I didn't mean to open up any cans of worms, but
No, that's all right.
I just don't like surprises.
Yeah.
In my old age.
No, I don't like surprises either. Unfortunately, you lost John, that
Yeah.
was a surprise. Okay, so the first motion is for appointing the chair. I don't know if any of you,
I motion for Mike Dempsey to continue his amazing role as chair of the Conservation Commission.
okay. I'll serve for one more year anyway for.
Do we need to vote? We're gonna vote on
Yeah.
all of them or one at a time?
No, we'll do one at a time. So this first motion is to appoint Mike Dempsey as the chair of the commission from July 1 to 2022, July 30, 2023. So it was moved by Stephanie, second by Fred. Any further discussion? Hearing none. Stephanie,
Aye.
Mike, yes. Terry,
Aye.
Fred.
Aye.
Okay. The next one is to appoint a vice chair. John was our vice chair. So, anybody else want to be vice chair?
I nominate Stefan.
Oh, I was thinking Terry would be great.
I would
Darn it!
I would join John in resignation if that were to occur.
Oh,
Pretty sure you don't want that.
What about Bill?
No, don't do that on him.
He's not here to yay or
What are
nay.
what are the responsibilities of the vice chair?
If the chair isn't present, you run the meeting.
Oh,
That's easy.
that'll never happen, right, Mike?
It hasn't
Hasn't
in a long
happened yet.
time.
I think we ran one without him and it was a disaster.
Yeah, I can't imagine it.
All right, so I'll second Terry's motion. All
Oh, no.
right.
No discussion.
I don't even get to discuss it.
All right, so this is a
You already
motion
did.
to appoint Stephanie Bartel as vice chair of the commission from July 1 to June 30, 2023.
No, you've already seconded, Fred. Don't get carried away.
Any further discussion?
No.
Stephanie?
You can abstain if you want to be
Abstain.
modest.
Mike, yes. Terry?
Aye.
Fred?
Aye.
All right, very good. 3,
Abstention is a very honorable position at
yes,
times.
sometimes.
At times.
All right, the next one is, I want to make a motion to authorize the chair to sign for the commission from July 1 until June 30th, 2023. What this involved, well, let's see, is there a second on that?
I'll second.
All right, so what this involves is the chair being able to sign permits after we've already approved them, letter permits, other correspondence. Usually, again, the more that we can approve ahead of time and I sign, the better I like it. Occasionally, I have to sign things and get them approved after the fact. But hopefully I haven't abused that privilege before, so I would try not to again.
It's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
Authoritarianism.
I know. All right, is there a second on, yeah, I already seconded, okay. Stephanie,
Aye.
Mike, yes. Terry,
Aye.
Fred? Okay, good. Okay, the next one, I want a motion to appoint Annie Schindler as conservation agent for administration and wetland protection duties for the commission from July 1 until June 30th, 2023.
Second,
Any further discussion on this?
just very grateful for all the work she does.
Yes. And she has been with us for about
10 years now.
10 months?
10
Started
months,
in
that's
August.
it.
Oh, yeah, the end of August, right?
Yeah, so-
Right.
9-ish.
But it seemed, but in the 10 months that she's been here, she has got her, or just about ready to get her MACC certification, and she has gone above and beyond to learn as much as possible about what we do. And I have full confidence in her, and she has lightened the amount of work that I have to do, so
Single-handedly
I
moving out of that
highly
office.
recommend we vote for this.
Thank you.
This could be a split vote. It'll be interesting to see how this works out.
All right, Stephanie,
Aye.
Mike, yes, Terry,
Aye.
Fred,
Aye.
thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Okay, the next is a motion to appoint Vanessa Lopez, Doug Soper, and Carol Function as agents with responsibility for VZ Park, Director on Events Management, Buildings and Grounds Management, and Marketing and Programming respectively from July 1 until June 30th, 2023.
Second.
Second. Any questions or discussion on this one?
Are those the same 3 people?
Yeah, they're already doing
Yeah.
those.
That was
roles.
exactly my question.
Yep, yeah, nothing new there.
Aye.
Okay, Stephanie.
Aye.
Mike, yes. Terry,
Aye.
Fred.
Aye.
And the last one is to appoint someone as a representative to the Community Preservation Committee. I am willing to do it if you will let me, unless somebody else wants to do it.
I motion for Mike Dempsey to be
Second.
the representative for the Community Preservation Committee from July 1st to June 30th, July 1st, 2022 to June 30th, 2023.
Yes.
Fred, your delay's not working so well. It's sort of, unless it was from the last motion.
No, that'll, he got his
Just take it, man.
second out as fast.
Thank you for being willing to do that, because
Oh, yeah,
it would be difficult for me to make the meetings.
okay,
No more
no
discussion.
more discussion. Stephanie,
Aye.
Mike, yes. Terry,
Aye.
Fred,
Alright,
okay, good, thank you. So we got that done. We're ready now for the update from our environmental program coordinator, also known as our conservation agent.
Yes. Few things, I've been doing my usual site visits places. 106 King Street is coming along. They have actually added extra erosion controls in places just to really drive the point home. So the
Is that
site's
their idea or your idea?
theirs.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, no.
We like that.
Yeah, I went out yesterday and they saw what was in store for the weather, so they added some extra wood chips and rocks and then another silt sock.
Good.
So you're visiting that like every couple of weeks?
Oh,
Whenever there's a
I'm
storm.
visiting it. TEC, I get the engineering reports, and then we also have someone doing stormwater pollution prevention reports. So I get 2 reports a week
Oh, okay.
anyway. So
Good.
I'm not stressing too much about myself going there, but I am still going, obviously.
And we are awaiting their invasives management
I'm
report.
getting
Okay,
Um,
sorry.
No, it's okay. So for site visits, that's happening, 142 King Street. The trees are all down and have moved to the sides. All of the erosion controls are in. Things have stalled. He is still trying to find a site contractor. But all of the erosion controls are in. So, yeah.
That's the important part, right?
Yeah, exactly. So that's.
They've locked off all the crown and everything.
Yeah, the
Went the
only-
way everybody hoped it would go.
The only thing that hasn't been done yet as far as trees is the processing of them, because I know they'll be using some of them, but that was gonna wait until after the driveway was done anyway. And then also the stump grinding hasn't happened yet. So those are
But the erosion controls are in place and
Yep.
we don't really care.
Well, we care.
We do care.
I mean, we feel that things are
They're
properly,
staying in
They're going where they're supposed to be.
things are where they're supposed to be.
line as opposed to being out of line like they were before.
Yes. And then more site visits. I've been going to Lower Center Street weekly. Things are looking pretty decent there. Yeah, nothing really new. The culverts are staying clear. I've kept in touch with Rennie. Sometimes the grates will fall down. He sends a guy out there and puts them right back up. An environmental fun fact note that I saw. Along the road, there were dug up turtle nests and the little shells were left everywhere. It was very sad.
Oh,
So raccoons got them or
coyotes
something.
probably,
I don't know. It was
yeah.
too far. It was too far gone after I had seen it, or it had happened too far in the past. Whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. I couldn't tell what it was. But anyway, so those Lower Center Street's still looking good. And then I spoke with David Burt, the environmental scientist for 104 and 106 King. So on 106 King, they plan on submitting their invasive plan for next month. They have gone out and identified the invasive species that they plan to eradicate. And so he's just getting that plan together. And then as far as 104 King Street, they have submitted their draft restoration plan to Libby. Libby has given comments and they are in the process of responding to Libby's comments. Their timeline that the DEP has issued is not looking good. Just because they're supposed to have the work done by, I believe, June 30th, which obviously they're not going to be able to do. They've submitted everything on time, but it's just taking too long to get the final approval. but they are hoping to submit everything to us again for next month. But they've been focusing on their DEP deadlines, which they have to meet, so lots of work going in on that. Yeah. Oh, and the GAMRAD is halfway there, but they had to put a pause to it to focus on the DEP submittal that they have.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, so there's that. The office moving has been delayed one more time because we are now able to get rugs before we all move, which we didn't think we were gonna be able to do until next year. So that's been postponed. So hopefully by the end of like July, I'm in my new office, we'll see. Yes, I'll be done with my MACC courses on the 23rd, I believe. Yeah, the 23rd, I will take my last one, so I'll be fully certified after that. Alicia Gillen, our circuit rider for the DEP for this region, she has been doing monthly like agents corners where she like kind of picks a hot topic and does a full presentation on it, which has been really great. So I've been doing that.
That's really cool.
Yeah, they're really, really helpful. Yeah, so now that I'm done with MACC, I'm gonna try to keep my eye out for other things besides the agents corners that I can kind of keep myself updated with.
So it was interesting that you were able to
In 10 months.
your MACC
9 months.
in less than a year. Interesting that can be done, huh?
I will say I think I was lucky that they were all virtual.
Yeah, well now it's a lot easier.
Yeah, so I think that was definitely helpful. But yeah, it's been good, super helpful, excited to be certified. Yeah,
So
I think that's all I got.
as far as upcoming stuff, I think Annie and I are gonna get together soon, sometime in the next month, to plan some of our fiscal year 23 activities. Some of which I want to focus on are some of our trail development projects, some signage improvements, trail marker stuff.
Yeah, Renee and I did Meadow Pond a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an adventure.
Vanessa and I got lost there once.
Yeah,
There's a couple signs here and there, and you sort of take some guesses, look at the sun.
Is that something that the Trails Committee is supposed to work on, or is that
well,
a Concom thing?
there's not going to be a Trails Committee anymore.
There isn't?
No,
Because nobody goes to meetings?
no, it's going to be incorporated into the recreation.
That makes sense.
Okay.
There's too
So-
many.
Will they work on it then?
Well, that'll be part of our plan, is to incorporate them and to start doing some of this stuff,
Yeah.
you know. But some of the stuff, you know, they're not gonna be, you know,
No,
we've got a
yeah.
professional to help us, so that's good.
Okay.
We've got money under CPA, and some of our budgets can go towards it.
Okay.
You know, what I like are the kind of, on the trails, I like the kind of signage that West Newbury has. They're around that big, and they actually have a map of the whole site and shows exactly where you are on each map, which is 10 times better than anything else.
I'd settle for 3 times better right
Yeah.
now. So, some of the signs were just plain vandalized. And that's part of
Yeah,
the
well, the fourth graders, you know, they haven't done anything for 3
Oh,
or 4
blame the 4th
years.
graders.
I
now.
know.
Okay.
Those
Boy,
doggone
easy
4th
target to
graders.
pick on a bunch of 9-year-olds.
No, they're like,
Boy.
they're in like the 8th grade now, Terry, they should know better.
Oh.
Oh, you're saying they're the ones that are vandalizing?
No,